am almost out of my foundation powder, and I want to show you guys how to make it. A lot better than buying, stuff with chemicals. I have to use it, or something more natural. And it's just, I don't like spending as much money as I would for the already made kind. And it's super, super easy to make, and it's just as effective. So it's just like pennies to make. So after you have the ingredients, but the ingredients last a really long time. So but anyway, I ran out of cocoa powder, and so I wasn't able to make it this morning. And so and Rachel's got a homeschool class. She's taking photography, and so I'm going to take her there, get some of my work done because I still have to work, and head back home, take a break for a little bit, make that foundation powder. And somewhere in there, I need to take Rachel to the doctor. She jumped over something the other day and sprained her ankle, and it's not looking any better really. So time to get it checked out. But anyway, you guys can come along for the ride. Hi. Well, I'm back. On my way to go get Rachel. Got quite a bit of work done for the hour that I was home, or almost an hour. So feel good with progress. So anyway, so I wanted to talk to you guys a bit about skin. It's something that I have had to be more cautious of and aware of. So in 2011, 2012, somewhere in there, I started going to the VA because I'm prior military. I was in the Air Force. And so, cool story there, divine intervention, I don't know what it was. I had received a postcard in the mail, and I was self-employed at the time and didn't have insurance, and had received this postcard in the mail saying that I qualified for VA health coverage. It's like I'd never really considered that before because I wasn't discharged with any disabilities or any medical issues or anything. And so but anyway, and so I took it down to the VA, and I was like, hey, I don't have health coverage, so that would be good to have something anyway. And so they looked at the postcard and they said, I don't know where you got this from. It says it was sent from here, but we don't do this kind of thing. So, but anyway, yeah, you do qualify. And so we'll get you set up in the system and everything. And so that was really cool. That kind of spearheaded a few other events, and I'd had some undiagnosed medical things going on that I wasn't aware of. Got some tests, have cancers run in my family, and was able to get some polyps removed that were precancerous the following year. And that's really important, especially because we've had several people in our family pass away from colon cancers. And so that was a really big thing for me. And so that's why I look at it like maybe it was divine intervention, because I have no idea when I would have gotten the colonoscopy if I hadn't had the coverage. But anyway, part of all this, so part of the reason that I was undergoing all this testing was because my doctor had noticed that my face was really red, like really sunburned, and that it looked like I was wearing sunglasses, and I wasn't. I was just they could see that right around my eyes didn't have any pigmentation change, and everywhere else around my face, under my chin, upper chest, and everything just looked like I'd been in the sun, and she said it's getting redder the longer you're here, and she said this just doesn't seem right. I want to send you to dermatology. And so I went. They did skin biopsies and and all this, and they concluded that I have a condition called dermatomyositis, which rheumatology and different doctors have kind of questioned, but the only reason that it still seems like a valid diagnosis is because it is one of the only conditions outside of specific medications that cause photosensitivity, and I am definitely 100% photosensitive, which is why it looks like I have a sunburn when I've been in light, although my skin's not really burned. So anyway, there's only a couple of things that cause that: dermatomyositis, lupus, and medications. There's really not a whole lot else that does that. So they have determined that it doesn't have the muscle involvement, all the other things that it could, but it's taken a couple of years of testing to confirm that this is really the only symptom that I have. So I've had to find ways to control it. One of those ways is to keep a sunscreen, except I'm allergic to almost every sunscreen out there, so that makes it kind of difficult. And so I've had to get quite creative in coming up with something that my skin likes and that doesn't cause other irritations, but at the same time still protects it. So I used to wear a very large brimmed hat for the first few years, but with George and I working outside so much and doing things, it just gets in the way and it's kind of clunky, so I probably should wear it more, but depending on the direction of the sun, even that wasn't keeping the sun off my face from about here down, and that's where I have the most trouble with itching. So a lot of times I'll if I've been in the sun too long, I'll erupt with rashes right along here, and especially when that part's exposed, it just gets oozy and itchy and nasty, and it's really horrible. My camera keeps cutting out. But anyway, so that is what led me to start taking things in my own hands. Alright, so I'm back. It's been a long day. It did not turn out the way I planned at all. The doctor took longer, everything took longer. Didn't have time to do this morning, so just got done watching Rich Life's live feed, and so now I'm taking care of this. It's almost 10 o'clock. I'm tired, but I need to get this done because, as you can see, I am almost out. I mean, this will probably last about another week, maybe. But who knows what next week's going to be like. So, these are the ingredients that I use for my foundation. And it has sunscreen in it, has zinc oxide in it. You can see the labels here. Kind of. Anyway. I use the Kaolin clay because it's really good. I don't have any Bentonite clay. That's what I normally use. The Kaolin is just as good. It's lighter. I've used it in homemade deodorant and some other products. Really great for the skin, very absorbent. So it's good in Florida with the humidity and everything. But it's lighter, very natural, good product. The zinc oxide, this is the non-nano. You don't want the nano version. Particles are much too small, and it's not healthy for you that way. This is Arrowroot Powder. And so, I do use Arrowroot Powder as well. Some people use cornstarch. This is better for people with sensitive skin. And obviously I haven't gotten the hang of doing the whole video and doing things, I don't know, something like when you get older, you can't talk and think at the same time, or you can't do two things at the same time. Yeah, that's me. Anyway, and then I have cocoa powder. That's for coloring. So yes, it's awesome. You get to put chocolate on your face. It's great. So I have some good skin-loving essential oils as well. So, easy peasy. All you need to do is mix it up. Here, we'll try this. But I start with Arrowroot Powder as my base. Add in about equal parts Zinc Oxide. This does really well. This is the skin protectant part, the sun protection part, and is the most important part, really. Good there. This is going to last a long time, but I try not to make it too often. So, my clay. And then the cocoa. Actually, I am going to mix this up a little bit first. Now, if you're using Bentonite clay, it does react to metal, and so you don't want to use a metal spoon or metal lids or metal bowl if you want to mix it in a bowl. I like mixing it in the mason jars. It just makes it a lot easier for me. I like using mason jars for everything. So, but yeah, I mean, if you use that, not sure what it is that reacts to it. I've just read a lot of places that metal and bentonite clay do not get along. I haven't seen the same thing for kaolin clay. So if anybody has heard anything about that, I haven't had any bad effects. Now the goal, I try not to run out completely so that I have something to compare my new mix with for color. And you kind of want it to disappear on you, so of course you're not. I like to keep a more natural look anyway, and so this looks pretty close. Probably add just a little bit more, but we're just about there. As you can tell, this is not exact. But this works really well. I've tried samples of foundations that cost a whole lot of money. And I just don't want to spend that much, especially when it's so easy. And this is just as effective. And I use most of these ingredients in several different products. And so when you break it out that way, it's really not expensive. And even the products themselves, individually, I can't see, there it is. But anyway, you can see it is pretty close. I'm happy with it. I've tried liquid foundations, I've tried making creams, and I just have not been happy with any of them. This I'm very happy with, just by itself. If I'm going to be out sweating, if you're going to get wet, you know, anything, if it rains, you need to reapply if you're going to be out in the sun. And this is something, I don't know, that I would use as a sunscreen outdoors, but it's good for, you know, for just daily wear. It's been good for me. Next I put in lavender. Looks like a lot, there's a whole lot of powder in here. Put equal parts lavender, ylang, and rosewood. They're all very healthy for the skin. I have a skin oil I'll do another video on. Super easy peasy. That's what I love about all these, is they're so easy, but they're so good for the skin. And I don't use as much of the rosewood. It's kind of expensive. But it is really great for the skin. So, yeah. Some of the properties of rosewood and ylang are beneficial because they help with the redness and irritation, which I have. The lavender is very soothing and calming for the skin, and so that helps as well. The skin oil I use it every night and every morning, and have a daily one, and then one that is a bit stronger, well, quite a bit stronger for treatment. If I have any breakouts or if I have any rashes or anything, it helps soothe it really quickly. If I start developing a breakout, then, or any irritations really, I put it on at night, and most of the time by morning, it's healed. So it works really well. And I have the same properties in this, just since it's my daily wear, and just helps. So I'll fill this up. And that is it, guys. Super easy. I'll put the recipe, or at least the ingredients, I'll put down below in the description. And hope you guys have a great day. Hi, it's Sunday. I had such a rough video day on Friday. I could not believe it. Anyway, I'm getting it uploaded. It'll be uploaded today, publishing tomorrow, so you guys will be able to see it then. I wasn't able to end the video the other day when I tried. I was having so many phone issues, but I got that all worked out, so I think we'll be good from here on out, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Anyway, hope you guys are having a great day. I wanted to end the video properly, so God bless, have a great day, love your family, and remember to show them you love them. Until later, see ya, bye.